Hi, I'm Darth Kai, and I have a problem. I don't have any hands or any feet. Here's the materials that we're going to be using for this project. Hot glue gun with lots of glue sticks. Pair of scissors. These are special spring-loaded scissors, but they cut fabric really easy, so I like them. Here's a big roll of masking tape. We'll be using a lot of this, so that's very important to have. We have a Sharpie and X-Acto knife. A pair of shoes we're going to be destroying. A big block of foam. This is a 3-inch piece, but you could use something a little thinner. These are claws. They're made out of plastic. I got them from Grey Owl Indian Crafts, but you can always make your own out of Sculpey or something like that. The fur, of course, and this is a children's craft foam we'll be using for the paw pads. And this is an electric knife. It is very helpful for cutting through thick pieces of foam, and I've never actually used this before. I'm borrowing it from Annie, and she let me try it out today, so I'll show you what it does. Yes. Yeah. Shing. It gives a really nice, clean cut. This is going to be a costume for Kama of her Star Wars fan character. It's a white wolf named Darth Kai. The head was created by our good friend Knight, and I've been helping out with the rest of the costume. Now it needs to be finished for an upcoming convention this weekend, and I thought I'd make a tutorial out of it. So the first thing you want to do is take your shoe to the foam. And I've already done this, but you put your shoe on the foam, take a marker, you trace around it, and then you make your toes. And then you need to cut it. Yeah. And there you go, one paw pad cut out. Now, to make a second one, all you do is set this on top and trace another one. So if you don't have an electric knife, which I usually don't, but you have to use an X-Acto knife. I mean, there's some better ones like this. This is a really small one, but it does the job enough. And what you have to do is, take it, go up and down, cut along, and because this is such a thick piece, you're going to have to do it multiple times. It only goes so far, so you have to cut it around once, and then you can cut it around again, and cut it around again. It's kind of a pain, but, either way works. So now we have to cut out this inside shoe part, and just like that. Now you notice there's a big drop-off. Well, we're going to fix that in a second here. So now we trace inside here our shoe. Hard to do with one hand. That. And we cut it out too. Here's our feet now. And the next thing we have to do is on the side here, we need to take a marker and draw a line all the way around of what we want it to look like on the side. So now I've drawn the side profile all the way around the foot, and we're going to cut this out. You can either use scissors or an X-Acto knife. We're going to do it by hand. So the X-Acto knife, you just gotta go up and down all the way around on the line you've drawn, and we're going to start shaping this foot. From here you can kind of see starting to kind of take shape a little bit. Really crappy job, but like I said, right now it doesn't really matter. So we'll continue working a little bit. Okay, so you can see some of the progress so far. I've started shaping with scissors, and I've only shaped one side, so you can kind of see the difference. Alright, this side is shaped, and this side is just cut, and, well, a tiny bit shaped with the X-Acto knife. You see I can get a nice, rounded toes, and this is just a jumbled mess of cutout. So someone had asked me how to shape foam with scissors. It's really easy. Along all the edges here, you just need to make little cuts and round off the edges. You'll just keep snipping at it until you get the shape that you want. And you can make this as perfect or imperfect as you really want it to. I mean, it doesn't really matter in the end because it's going to be covered up by fabric. But there you go, nice rounded shape. It's a big difference. So this is what it looks like before and after. Got one of them done, so now just gotta do the same thing to this one. So these are the finished paws, both cut out and shaped, and they're as symmetrical as they can be. I mean, you have to try your best. You can't make them perfect, but you know, I think they turned out pretty good. So now you just apply glue. Try to get as much on there as you can before it dries. Then just you put it on, press, hold, and there you go, all attached, and you just continue all the way around. Now I have to put the claws on, and I've made little markings of where I think they should go. Now I just gotta cut and insert them and test them out. Now I feel awesome. Oh boy, now comes the fun part. Taping. Alright, so here's the finished foot paw, all taped up. And what's important about this is make sure you can slip it on and off really easily, otherwise you've taped it too tight and you'll have a problem later on. So now we need to cut the tape out, and you can do this with an X-Acto knife. And here is the foot pattern all cut off. Looks kind of weird, but trust me, it works. So here's my fur, and all I do is put the pattern down, take it, trace around, and cut it out. One more thing to keep in mind when you're cutting any kind of fur, you want to use an X-Acto knife and cut from the back side like this. This way, if you use scissors, you'll actually be cutting off the ends of the fur, and you don't want to actually trim the fur. You want it to look natural, and the best way to do that is to do it with an X-Acto knife on the backing. So here's our first piece. It's not glued or anything, just holding it on, but looks like it fits pretty good.
Alright.